What is on their shirts? I'm glad you asked. It says, "Oh, we're gonna talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it." We finally got our merch together because Greg is here. We were just running out. It was too small of a team to do all that stuff right.
We had a lot going on at one point. We still do.
Too much. You know, I didn't post about merch since February because posting about it was going to mess us up. But I digress. On you, Playboy.
Yeah, everybody ready?
Wait, hold up. Now how do we do the right?
Oh, yeah. Am I on the right side?
It's not going to look.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. How are you going to do it?
How do we do it?
You got to.
Now it looks like we're going different ways. That's fine. We'll figure it out.
Ready?
Ready.
What up? This is your boy, DoBoy.
And Kev on stage.
And this is a new set, so we're going to start with a new direction to the left. Another installment of
Righteous and Ratchet and Righteous and Ratchet. Pum.
Shout out to Joshy Gons for designing the
Team
new
effort.
set.
Joshy Gone said, Kev, here is my vision. I want to have table. I want to have podcast arms. Actually, all of this was Josh's idea.
It's really good, man.
Me and DoBoy would have been just fine sitting next to each other.
We would have been fine with it.
To the end of time. But Josh said, let's upgrade. And you should have saw his little face.
I was
he was
excited,
so happy.
man.
I got my dream of
The vision came to life. You guys effed with the vision.
In
We built,
Camarillo.
fam.
I always wanted this when I was a boy in Camarillo. Is this it, Josh? Are you happy with it now?
Yeah, I got to tweak the lights a little bit. I'm seeing a couple things. But
Okay,
other than that,
Scorsese, scale it back.
Okay.
He's never happy, though. He's never happy. We have a little cactus.
Cacti.
Here.
I don't
It's
know
fake.
if that's the way
I
to say it.
I didn't know if it was real.
I don't know why you grab it thinking it was real.
If you had one, it'd be called a snack this.
DoBoy's hairline got messed up.
Oh, really? You gonna stand over here? What's wrong with you?
It was the elephant
You
in
know
the room.
humanity? They try
By
to
the
say
way-
my hairline's getting pushed back, and I won't believe it.
Take a picture
Just
and post it on the
square
ground.
up on the. Oh man, there it is.
Hold on,
There's
let's
the
look
rise.
straight up. Do y'all see it?
Right.
It's not straight.
here.
Your
Look
head
at
is
the
tilted.
Okay, is it straight now?
No, tilt to your left. Tilt, not move. That's heavy, man. Just straighten
You
your
took
head.
your
up.
beard all the way down, though, which is good. But look to the side here.
Oh,
he pushed
man.
you back. And I was your boy. I just got to tell you.
Don't lie to me,
He
man.
pushed you back on the side. And I love you.
I ain't got many more pushback.
You still got light eye. Your hair is fine. And you still got light brown eyes.
They said it's curved up on the right side.
They'll never take
They
you.
really said that?
Did you see Dame Lillard's crossover last night? That's your hair.
With the
Hairline
step
over there. The other side of your hair is pulling up from 3.
Shut up.
By the way, we're live right now on Patreon with our friends over at the Right Pack. They get this episode as we shoot it, which is Tuesday around 1:49 Pacific Standard Time. They're watching right now.
Oh, yeah.
They also get a bonus episode every week.
Every week.
2 times the ratchet.
Yeah, two times the ratchet.
2 times the ratchet. And you can join too if you go to www.righteousandratchet.com.
Yeah.
You can get all that and more. Discounts on merch, early access to tickets. We are prepping the Righteous and Ratchet tour.
Mm-hmm.
We hit up our Patreons in the comments. I'll let y'all know some of these venues are going to be tiny. People on the Patreon get access to the tickets first.
And
You
we
guys
didn't-
get them
We
later.
just recently flued out a Patreon.
Flued out.
All
Josh,
expenses
put
paid?
her picture up.
Put her picture up.
Her name is Charnay
Yeah, put
Root.
the picture up, Charnay.
We had lunch with her. We took her to
Very nice young lady.
Where do we go? Javier's
Javier's.
in Santa Monica. Ran the bill up.
Yeah, we ran that up.
Did you?
I'm glad that
Oh,
you had
yeah.
bet me, and
I
He had to
bet
pay.
him that Michael
We was
B.
gonna
Jordan
split it.
was. We talked about this on bonus episode.
Yeah.
We were betting on, which is such a stupid bet, seeing as how
you
it cost
said
me.
that Michael B. Jordan wasn't
Was
even
28.
30. Yeah, you said he was 28.
He was 28. DoBoy said he's over 30. And his guess was 32, and Michael B. Jordan is exactly
32.
32. So,
And we did agree that he's not a great actor, right?
No, we did not agree.
No, can I say what
No,
you said?
I'm gonna say what I said.
Okay,
I'm,
say what you
I'm
said.
not afraid of
Don't
it.
you run from it. Well, you ain't gonna run from nothing. Don't walk
I know
gingerly
DoBoy's
away
not
from
talking
it.
about
I
running.
had my mouth open too. when he did it. Here's what I said about Michael B. Jordan. I said he's a phenomenal actor.
And I said he was a good actor as well.
Loved him in The Wire, loved him in Fruit Valve. But I said when he gets loud and angry, he loses a bit of believability, a little bit of authenticity. As a Killmonger in Creed, for whatever reason, when he yells,
Creed 2, it
you
was
want
just
Creed
like,
2, when he yells, you want to laugh. You're just
Right.
like, come on, you're cute.
Oh, my mother.
Just like,
Is it really on
do you believe it when he cries? You didn't believe it when you saw Creed 2? When he
I didn't
found
even make it all the way through Creed 2.
Really?
Creed 2, his deficiencies were blaring. I was like, my
Did you find out about the daughter? Did you get that far?
no.
When'd you stop? What happened?
I stopped after because he fought
He fought Drago Jr.
Yes, I like once they started the workout montage of him preparing for it. I was
He
like,
tapped out. Why?
he was just not carrying the movie well.
I disagree. Why are you so hard on Michael B. Jordan? What is it about him?
It's not
And
that,
he said people say Michael B. Jordan's great. I don't think people say that. I think
it's not that I hate on him. I just feel like he had been killing, and people were like trying to anoint him as the next guy.
And
I
that's
was like,
what I disagree
it's a little
with.
premature.
I don't think anybody was trying to anoint him. I think women like him. He's very physically fit and handsome. Men also think he's handsome and physically fit. He's a nice guy. Seems to be a nice guy.
He seems to be a great guy. I don't want to come off like I'm just
I don't
hating
think
on
anybody
Michael
was like Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala
People are
be
like,
bodying
this
stuff.
dude is.
That's how I feel like people were because you got to.
Nobody was doing that.
When he did the fact that he did Creed and then he did Black Panther, so he did a storied franchise and then was a villain on a brand new franchise. One could start to think that, oh, this guy's the next guy.
Did you start thinking that?
I think you are the one.
I think
Was it
you
me?
just.
You might be the one that started to think.
Anybody said that.
No, everybody's been on the Michael B. Jordan hype train.
But nobody's been saying he's going to be the next guy. And
Nah.
because of these two movies, he's the next guy. People like him.
He was getting highlights to set him up to
So
maybe
I was
be in a
just,
position.
I think
but
I
you
was just drinking the Kool-Aid?
You just thought he was going to be the next guy, and you didn't like him.
so maybe he didn't live up to my expectations of him.
Yes, because I don't think people genuinely like that boy be acting. Whoo, girl. David Oyelowo, Daniel Kaluuya, people like, man, those dudes be acting.
You know, are we gonna say who we compared Michael B. Jordan to? The new version of?
I forgot. Who was it?
Morris Chestnut.
Morris Chestnut.
Is he
I
the
don't
new
think
Morris
anybody's
Chestnut?
ever said Morris Chestnut, boy, he be acting.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a Morris Chestnut when you're like, I was moved? When he got shot, I was
Yeah.
mad. I was like, this.
Zigzag. Don't run in a
But
straight
he
line.
died. So everybody else's reaction, but Stella got my group back is Tay Diggs.
Right.
Best man,
Best man wedding.
Best man's holiday.
Was he in the wood?
The Wood.
No. He was in the wood. No.
Was it The Wood?
Was
No,
he?
that was
he
Tay
wasn't.
Diggs again.
He killed it in Like Mike.
Oh man.
But I like Morris.
If you compare him
Here's
to
my
Morris
thing.
Chestnut, I'm like, I see that.
Let me ask you this:
that?
do you think handsomeness hinders acting?
Yeah,
Like the more handsome you are, the less people take you as like, then this guy be acting.
I think that is.
But black women love Denzel.
But he be acting though.
But is he wild handsome?
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you who breaks the rule.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. But is he the exception?
Is he a great actor?
Oh, he's fantastic.
And he's handsome.
Oh, he's handsome.
Okay.
He's got salt and pepper beard.
He does have salt and pepper beard.
He's got the English. I remember the first time I heard him speak with the English accent.
It threw me
just
off.
like,
I was just like, what?
Stringer Bell is from London?
Yeah, it was just.
How did he learn about drugs?
Who's the number one actor in the game then? Just random.
Right
Black
now?
actor.
Mahershala.
Mahershala?
Bro, he won 2 Oscars in like the last
What's the
3
dude
years.
who played Black Panther?
Chadwick?
He's better than Chadwick?
Yes. Once again.
Better than Will?
Yeah.
Really? Mahershala?
He
Mahershala's
won
holding
2
it up like that?
Oscars. 2.
He
Him
got
and
a fir-
Denzel have the same amount of Oscars. 2 in like the
He
last
just
3
kind of
years.
came out of nowhere.
He has.
I feel like there was nothing and then it was everything with Mahershala.
It was House of Cards. He was amazing as Remy. That's the first thing I remember him in. Moonlight. Best part about the movie.
And then
Luke Cage.
Cage.
Once he died, the moment he died, I lost all interest in the show.
and he was in another movie called Kicks, like a low budget movie out of the Bay Area.
I didn't see that one.
It was fresh.
Green Book, which I haven't seen yet. He won an Oscar for that. True Detective, which after the first season.
I don't know if I agree with his hair in that.
Well, your hairline.
Stop talking about my hairline. You're gonna make me feel weird about stuff.
New barber alert.
No,
Let it go, man.
Is it really?
New nickname alert. Wearline.
I hate you.
All the hairline jokes you gave
I'm
me.
sensitive about things.
This is what's worse. My hairline was receding. Yours isn't even. He just chopped you up.
Why would he do?
You may be sober, but your barber was drunk. He was just.
Let's get this show
The
started.
lawnmower sound.
Enough of my
Cut
hairline
their hair with a
jokes.
weed whacker.
Shut up. You can't grow a
Was he
beard.
upset with you? If I grew it, at least it'd be even. The beard looks good. Be thankful.
Huh?
If I look at you like this, you killing it.
But my hairline's
But
trash.
this, I wouldn't hire you. I'd wear hats all weekend.
Let's get this show started now. Speaking of black actresses who are always saying wild and zany things, I just at this point would like Monique to shut up.
Let the people know what she
Okay,
said.
Yeah,
First
set
of
us up,
all-
man. Give us some
I
context.
mean, first of all, she already
Context us up.
came out of her mouth months ago with the ridiculous idea that we need to boycott Netflix. None of us were following her down that path. I didn't care what it was about. But now
500,000. I still think she should have took the deal.
she said took the 500K.
500
So,
bands?
Yes, and she
For doing
said
stuff
no.
she was already going to be doing?
Exactly. Yeah. So now she has doubled up on ridiculous things to say. And it was when she was at a comedy show. But you know how with comedians we mix in our real life with our
Yeah.
jokes.
Oh, yeah.
She proceeded to say, and I am paraphrasing, that black women need to allow the black kings, which would be black men, to have side chicks.
Okay. Now, was her, not to justify it, but did she have, like, why? What was it? What was her reasoning?
Let me look that up.
What was us having side chick gonna allow us to do that we previously cannot do?
Yeah, what was the context around that?
with
Because we
main
almost
chick.
got cooked for the Aisha Curry stuff.
Did she?
Did we?
Did she just jump out? I don't feel like people are gonna defend Monique the same way.
Oh, no.
Okay. Let's
But I'm just curious as the setup.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Around Monique,
Yeah, but around what she said, I guess. But I mean,
what was the context?
That's still bold.
Okay, hold on. She said the comedian was very serious when she said that black women should allow their black men to have side chicks because
Because what?
Oh, yes. I love
Monique.
context.
Okay.
oh no.
Because the concept of black men being monogamous was created out of white supremacy, and it is unreal. It is an unrealistic expectation. Okay.
So the
And she
usual
also
argument-
said, I want to also say this. The lady that made the video that was in attendance at the show also said that she constantly referred to black women as the B word and kept talking about black men as kings.
she's done a lot of this for a long time. She's had an open relationship with her husband, Sydney something or other, forever.
Right.
And she's called women that also forever. Skinny bees
Skinny
this,
bees.
skinny
Right, right,
bees
right.
that. So not to justify it, but that is consistent. Here's the thing. Monogamy is cultural.
Okay.
Back in the Bible days, Solomon, wives, concubines, and other races, religions.
What is a
about-
concubine?
Official side chick.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's like a congregation.
Yeah.
A congregation
of
of
side
side
Binds.
chicks?
Yeah.
Like a side chick.
It was like, bro, you cool.
Wait, they had multiple wives in the Bible?
Bro, Solomon had garden
see,
tools.
man, look. Okay. See, this is where I be
Also in
getting-
the Bible, people were getting married at like 12, 13. There's been this whole argument. One of my friends, her age is not important,
Okay.
but she was saying that, do you think, this is a topic for another day, this is some theology type stuff. She was like, the whole not getting married or not having sex before marriage, do you think that was, easier when people were getting married at 12 and 13? You're 35, 40 years old.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's a
anyway.
great- yeah.
But yeah, in the Bible, there was,
So wait, Solomon
multiple
had
wives.
had multiple wives and this was cool with God?
But in America, I think only the Mormon religion in America has the multiple wife thing.
Why was it cool for Solomon to have multiple wives?
I don't know, bro. They also had blood sacrifices, so there was a lot
They
of
were
different stuff
killing
going
their
on.
kids out there, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Bible
That's- I
days.
guess- That's
OG
another
God,
conversation.
like Kev's joke, OG God was different, man.
OG.
Okay, but that just
out here.
has to be that just seems. So I mean,
But
I'm
what
ready
I'm
to
saying-
bash her, and it's biblically correct.
Well, here's the thing, though. In our culture, in America, monogamy and Christian values, we haven't followed that part of the Bible, that idea in ever.
But there was an idea in the Bible that a man could have more than one wife,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But then at the same time,
or side chicks, which is a concubine.
I don't.
I mean,
I
the
might
term
be,
side chicks.
It's
is,
a little reductive
right.
for a concubine, but you know, for making
It's
a
a
joke,
woman outside of your marriage,
Yeah.
and that was in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and that was cool.
Concubines like live with.
Yeah, they was up in the house.
See, I feel like, and a lot of times I always come off like the ignorant one that don't know stuff. But when I hear things like this, it really genuinely confuses me. Like, how is that okay? In the Bible
okay, so
to say
a concubine in a polygamous society, a woman who lives with a man but has a lower status than his wife or wives. So yes, I guess there was a polygamous society in that time of the Bible, but we've somewhere along the line.
But when you think about getting married and you're not supposed to cheat, and then you hear about things like this that can almost
but
be.
I feel like a lot of this is like cultural and
I was going to say
and
the
time.
cultural stigma and norm then is completely different than what it is today.
Exactly.
And how they viewed other people's situations that we find acceptable now. It's hard to put that like what their context, especially in scriptures too. That's always a reoccurring argument. It's tough to know exactly what was meant then.
Right.
I'll give you a perfect example. In
Give us
Leviticus.
a perfect example, Kev.
Leviticus. I remember when I was a youth pastor.
Talking to your microphone.
My teens were like, "Hey, can we get tattoos?" And I was like, "I'm gonna go." No, you can't. I'm gonna go read the Bible and then prove to you why you can't. And I knew right where to go. Leviticus 4. Okay, read the whole chapter. Then pulled up some other study materials and found out that in that chapter, like the verse, say I think it's 13, is like, "Don't cut your arms," or I'm sorry, "Don't write on your arms and cut your arms." Something about the dead, right? Basically, the chapter before that is like, also don't shave your beard. And the chapter after, or the verse after that is like, also don't wear fabrics that have more than one, like kind of fabric, like wear cotton only. So what was happening, the book of Leviticus was a letter to the Levites who were priests. And it was like, hey, to differentiate yourself from the other people, don't do this, this, that, and that. Not necessarily what your tattoo, you know, whatever your choices were me, you weren't representing the dead, and you weren't even, you're not a priest. So it's like a book of the Bible in a section in context. It was a guy writing a letter to a specific group of people about a specific group of things. Right. You've noticed pastors have tattoos and all that type of stuff. Like even women in churches, women in pastors, women preaching. When I was coming up, there was a lot of churches, not in my church growing up, but a lot of churches, women can't sit in the pulpit, women can't preach, women can't do this and that. Right. We've changed on that thinking. I think the biggest thing about Monique is people don't agree with polygamous lifestyles in America, in the Christian society, the Christian based religion that we have. And that's why her stuff seems so out of whack.
Right, but I mean, but from the naked eye, would you say that it would be safe to say that the assumption is when you get married, you're supposed to get married, say your vows to this person, pledge your undying love to them in front of your friends, family, and God, and then only be with that one person?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I believe.
Within our context of marriage,
Right,
yes.
but then when I hear different things like, well, Solomon had different wives, and you could have concubines and different things, then it just
we also in the
confuses
Bible
me.
they used to sacrifice animals to God. There's a lot of stuff in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, that we don't do. If you walked out and our neighbor over there was cutting a goat's head, pouring blood out and set it on fire, you're like, what are you doing? I'm sacrificing this to God. You'd be like, bro, you wild. What is you on?
Right.
We don't do that. So
well, how do we find which stuff we pick and choose to keep?
Really?
Like, do you understand how it
Yes,
can be?
I do.
Because this is actually how we even started Righteous and Ratchet, just from conversations like this.
Yes.
This be the general spot where I'd be like, bro, I'm confused.
the first 6 episodes of Righteous and Ratchet 3 years ago were all based off religious things.
Right.
DoBoy made it look like I didn't know what I was talking about.
And I wasn't even trying to. I was just trying to get a better understanding.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to just say what I thought Christians should say.
Right.
But you know what? I want to stop you right here because, you know, one thing we need to say is merch is on the way.
Merch?
People,
Oh yeah.
we're good to go.
We're going to talk about the merch being on the way.
We're going to talk about it shirts. We've got Righteous and Ratchet shirts in stock. We've got Jesus shirts in
Save
stock.
God
Got some
hands.
R&B joints
We
coming.
got all
Righteous and
type of stuff
Ratchet.
coming out. And you know what's helping us?
What's that?
ShipStation.
Okay.
When you're selling online, you have to ship orders like we are with Righteous and Ratchet. Merch, things can easily get time-consuming and expensive. There's so many shipping carriers to choose from. If you can get over, it can be overwhelming. Me and DoBoy sat there for 8 hours and we struggled. We struggled because we didn't have ShipStation. Let me tell you right now, ShipStation is the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way to manage and ship your orders. ShipStation helps you get out of orders quickly, save money on shipping costs, and keeps your customers happy. We use it for our merch. Recently, we switched over. We got somebody to handle the merch, and things have been smooth. So no matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, your website, ShipStation brings all your orders into one simple interface. You can even run it from your phone. It's really easy and clear and offers some really cool features like being able to track sales trends. It works for all major carriers, U.S. Postal Service, FedEx, UPS, and Amazon Fulfillment. So you can compare and choose the best shipping solution for you and your customers. And they even offer big discounts on shipping costs. And here's the part you want to listen to. Right now, Righteous and Ratchet listeners can try ShipStation for free for 60 days when you use the promo code RR.
R&R.
There's absolutely no risk. You can start your free trial without even entering your credit card information. Just visit ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in RR.
R&R.
That's ShipStation.com, then enter the promo code RR.
R&R.
ShipStation.com. Make ship happen. My list almost made it.
That was
sound
great.
better.
Hell, and
awesome.
then also, I mean, that was a great, advertisement there. You also got to let them know about your new website coming out, Hip Station. For the man with hips. Kev has been a man living with hips for his whole life, and he wants to start the community up.
Go to
Hip Station.
Go to hipstation.com/RNR.
I can genuinely say I knew you were loading up a joke. I had no idea what it was, and boy, that was on the mark. Hip Station.
I like it.
Man. But anyway.
So to not go down the wormhole of what's right and what's wrong, I can just genuinely say that for just on a spiritual level, I'm genuinely confused now because I thought you're supposed to get married, just be a one person. So hearing about people with multiple wives or concubines, it's just I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to live the best life I can.
Well, here's the thing.
And I just get confused.
You can't, legally, you can't have multiple wives
right
in America.
Okay. So
culturally, we have, as a culture in America, most of Western society has adopted the monogamous lifestyle. So, and we feel like cheating is wrong. Here's the thing. Between Monique and her husband, they have both decided that forget what society says, this is what we're doing. Monique is trying to convince other
black women. So now let's talk about Monique.
Right.
First of all, do you want to say how you feel about her statements?
Here's my thing. That wouldn't work for my marriage.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. An open marriage, I think what happens a lot, people try open relationships, it's usually the guy who can't take it.
Because nobody wants to think about their girl being with another guy.
No woman wants to think about their guy being with another woman.
Multiple.
But what ends up happening is men more can't take it than women can't take it.
You think so?
Wow, we're the biggest babies.
Yeah, we are.
We cheat on women, men take me back. She cheated on you,
I
take
can
me
never
back.
forget it.
Did y'all have sex?
Right. Yeah.
You did?
Was
it
better?
bigger, better, faster,
We'll
stronger?
never get over it. It's just really the male ego. When you really think about it. This is how I feel about Monique and the things that she said. First of all, I just think a public service announcement needs to go out to everybody thinking about relationships. Public service announcement. You don't have to be in one. I'm so tired of this. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's like you're looking for back doors. You're looking for different ways. You just don't want to be in a relationship. So you don't have to.
Maybe this is the relationship they want to be in.
But
why?
I don't understand. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, be in a relationship with that person, honor them. And then I really have a problem when you take it out of, now if she just would have said, hey, this is me, this works for me and my man, I love it. Cool. You have to also understand, Monique, you have a platform. You have millions, I don't know if you have millions of people that look up to you, but you're a very noticeable figure. So for you to put something like that on a whole culture of people and say black women should allow black men, first of all, that's saying a lot about both parties. Like, no, black women don't have to be with a dude that's gonna cheat on them. That's nothing I would ever teach my child, my daughter. And as a black man, we don't need that pass.
That was the thing that was weird. It wasn't like men should be allowed this. It was like black men.
Come on, man.
Black kings.
Come on, man. It's just,
I just don't know what we would gain from that. And
nothing.
And maybe this is because I've grown up thinking this was wrong and all that stuff. The last thing I would ever want to do is juggle multiple women.
That's
you know how
just
hard
you know how
it
hard it is to just do it right with one.
I've known Melissa for 20 years. Been happily married for will be 15 years next month. It takes
Congrats on that, man. Proud of you.
a lot of energy, all my energy, to please her. She's growing. She's changing. What used to work last year doesn't work. Something she doesn't like, she used to like, vice versa. She's becoming Melissa 2.0. Check out the Love Hour tomorrow to find out what we were talking about. I can't imagine learning all that and being that with her. And then somebody else and what they need, and somebody else and what they need, and this person, and she's my Thursday wife. And well, Thursday, you okay? You don't like avocado no more. You liked it all.
It's just
It's too
I've even gotten to that
much.
point in dating now. Like I can't even date multiple women at once.
Well,
It's,
I mean,
it's too
they
hard.
also have to like you at the
That's
same
true.
time. So
Marry me at
Is
once
this
only
an-
gets you so far.
is this an issue of ability or
Shut
options?
up! I'm just saying
it's
that
a whole
it's.
thing.
I told a young lady recently. I was just like, you know,
Young,
Yeah,
if she's in your wheelhouse, listen, Gertrude, I can't be doing
Man,
this.
this
as much.
retirement home, I can't come see you here forever.
shut up.
Listen, Agnes, I don't like Metamucil milkshakes.
Hold on, let me put these eye drops in for you real quick.
Shut up. I had to tell her, I said, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even in a position to where if I'm going to date, I can't date multiple women just because I don't have the time. I'm already so busy. I'll forget. It's so much like you
What
said.
you busy doing?
Man.
Working. I'm writing a movie. I'm on tour. I'm trying to win this weight loss.
Smoking pork.
I'm just,
I feel like you'll be sick at brisket.
at baking pork.
Oh, I bet you have
His
a
brisket
smoker.
game would probably be out of here.
Your brisket
You could probably
game.
compete.
That's a backhanded compliment. You don't tell anybody they look like they would smoke good meats. Like, what's wrong with y'all? That's
I feel
not a
like you
compliment.
could get the perfect
How do you look
temperature.
like you can smoke a hog?
You just look like you'd be like, no, that temperature, see, that brisket got to be at 185. You can see that.
I can eyeball the temperature. That ain't 185. Now that's 185. Shut your face up, you jerk. But no, I told the woman, I said, I can't do that. It's just too difficult to know all that about one woman. So I do feel like it's an unrealistic thing, but I just have a problem when people try to infuse their views on the rest of the world.
Enforce also is the word you're probably
I
looking
know
for.
it's infused.
Infuse means to marry two different things. Like this is
And we're
pineapple
talking about
infused.
marriage.
No. You can't infuse your. I don't want to go into it. I just don't think that's the word.
Serena,
you want.
did I not use
I
the
want
word
to
correctly?
infuse my views on you.
Infuse my views.
Enforce.
Infuse is meaning like I want them to come together.
So you're making my point for me.
I'm not.
It's different. It's something.
It's
Okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna.
You
that's-
infuse
it's
cucumber in
semantics.
water.
It's semantics. I'm not doing this with you guys.
semantics.
This is
Who's semantics? Who's that?
moving forward.
Semantics. Who's that?
Moving forward, I just think that she should just be quiet. Like, stop. Just shut up.
She was quiet.
You sound
You know
stupid.
what's interesting? So Steve Harvey lost a couple jobs last week, and people went to Monique for comment. And you know what she said?
She call him a sellout?
No.
What'd she do?
She said, "I don't want to take my brother down while he's down." And I was like,
There it is.
"Man,
Her PR was
Why can't she
working.
say more
could
stuff like
have
that?
Easily.
Say more stuff like that and less calls for Netflix
Now,
boycotts.
side
and
chicks, let me
side
tell you
chicks.
guys something.
Yeah, I don't know. And plus, it's just, I'm starting to just really have a bad taste in my mouth for cheaters. It's just,
I'm gonna say for cheese.
no.
gonna say, I don't
You're
know
never
about
gonna
that,
stop
though.
that.
I saw your
I know,
Chipotle
yeah,
order.
You got the
You went queso and cheese.
and the mozzarella.
Queso and cheese. I like the liquid version and I like the shredded version.
I can't decide.
It's
Throw 'em
usually
both.
either or. I'll take both.
But that's the thing, like, because I know people, male and female, that just be cheating. Whether cheating on their wives, cheating on their girlfriends.
Cheating on their
and
diet.
it's just, we do that.
Workout
All right.
strategy.
I'm not in a committed relationship with a diet. I never said I was. I never said I was going to be. Who said I was going to stop seeing mango ice cream? Definitely wasn't me. If you want to be with me, I'm going to be with milkshake sometimes. I'm in a polygamous relationship with junk food.
That's hilarious. I'm going to be with junk food.
Healthy body, you just going to have to love me as I am. I'm never going to change. Sometimes I just want candy.
I do. It hasn't been my proudest last 7 days. I ain't going to hold you.
What? 7?
Yeah, man.
Last time I talked to you was a bad weekend. You just kept rolling it into this week.
But I'm back focused today.
When was a bad weekend?
And I
March
stopped
8th.
drinking-
Like, hold on.
Said
What?
that on Thursday, our first LA show. Like, it's been a bad week. This is Tuesday. 2 weeks now. What happened
Yeah,
yesterday?
bad 2018. Like what? Get back to me in
happened,
2020.
dog?
I don't know. I just get into these moods and then I was just
You've
like,
been it's going on 10, 12 days now.
no, I'm good now.
What'd you eat today?
Chipotle.
That's it?
Yeah.
What'd you eat yesterday?
Today's a new day.
No, yesterday I kind of yesterday I had Black Angus.
What'd you get from Black
On a
Angus?
random Monday?
I had a steak and 2 petite lobster tails.
Why are you eating steak and lobster on Monday?
I just had to.
By yourself? You just went to pull out the black.
I went with a friend.
Here we go. Hey, you know what?
we go.
It's better than Norms.
It's better than no.
Don't went to Norms on a first date.
What's wrong with Norms?
Why are you went to Black Angus on a Monday?
I did. I'm a different type of guy. I keep
see.
telling you
The
this.
extremes are there. You got
I know
Norms,
you guys
Black
think I'm a
Angus.
normal
First
guy.
of all,
I'm like,
my question is, how many Black Anguses left are there in LA?
For real.
There's one in Burbank.
Oh, we know that.
Oh, and the bread there.
You
It's
got
brown,
bread
too.
drunk? They got good bread. That
Brown bread
is
just hits
soft.
different, man.
It just hits different.
And when it's fresh and hot,
I posit this though.
pause it.
Posit.
The bread that you eat at restaurants, is it better because you're starving?
Absolutely. With butter?
Yes.
Bread and butter
I think
are an
because the
undefeated
first taste
combo.
of your food when you're hungry, everything always because
That is true.
If you just had lunch. If I gave you cheesecake brown bread right now, it would not be as fire as you remember. You'd be like, man, this is cool.
I don't know,
but
man. I
that
like
is-
bread at all
that is
times.
I
true.
guarantee you wouldn't be as you wouldn't
That
feel
is
as strongly
true.
about it.
That
It's
is
because
true.
you're starving.
And you know what? We had that whole discussion about different breads. You know what bread that I think never gets mentioned enough, but is the goat of all breads?
What?
Cheese toast sizzler.
Cheese
Toast Sizzler,
is good.
brother,
That's
man.
because most people with money don't go to Sizzler, so
Well,
nobody's
there
there.
aren't
like,
a lot of
You never got a
Sizzlers
steak
anymore.
and Sizzler?
I have.
They be lit.
My wife likes Sizzler. I'm
The
like,
chicken wings at the salad bar too.
first of all, the buffet at Sizzler,
That's all I get.
it's random.
Yeah, they have like
Chicken wings,
nachos,
spaghetti,
then
nachos.
Jello with whipped cream. It's like, why is that
Might as
next
well go to
to?
Golden
And then like
Corral.
clam
Lima beans.
chowder.
You might
Like
as well go to Golden Corral.
No,
Golden Corral is fire though.
Now Sizzler's salad bar might be the best, but their cheese toast.
It's cheese
I'll
toast.
take that over
It
any
never
other
gets
bread.
talked about, and it is
And it is
amazing.
fire.
Bossa Nova has some great cheesy bread too. I don't know if you guys
I've never been to Boston Nova.
really.
You never been to Bossa Nova?
Team dinner, absolutely.
What kind of food is
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
they have
it's
a
like-
lot of stuff there. It's like
yeah.
Is it in Los Angeles, California?
Yeah.
Like Brazilian.
it's like a Brazilian cuisine, but
Is
they
it
have,
like fogo de chao?
No.
no, it's way cheaper.
They have
Fogo de
Wait.
chao is just too much meats.
No, it's
They
not.
just keep bringing you meats on sticks, and it's just like enough.
Really?
It's like pasta.
I want to go. That just
You
sounded
should-
great.
That's
Like a good
that's
time.
a date spot. You should
Fogo de
definitely
chao
take a
is a
date to
date
Fogo
spot.
de Chao.
Norms is a date spot
Stop it.
too.
Moving on. What's next?
Y'all gonna stop hating on
Norms
Norms.
is like. Listen to this. Norms is beneath Denny's in quality.
Is it?
Yes.
But they have good pancakes.
No.
I
Never,
mean, I'm-
never take a
shout
woman-
out to Norms. I ain't listening
We're not
to you.
shouting
Never
Norms
take a
out at
woman
all.
you're interested in. Not yet. It's at 45.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just getting in to see what the next thing we're gonna
Okay.
talk about. So where do we land all the way on Monique? I want her to just stop talking. That's just.
I feel like
and I don't want to say that because I don't want to get washed. Like stop trying to censor people.
You're so scared of the comments.
I am.
This dude is
Oh,
terrible.
It's been a couple good weeks. I've been good. Am I okay, guys? Vote Obama next time. I'm
Go
going
to
to
period,
time.
Doughboy.
I think I'm gonna do that. You know, because I know by 2020,
You're not supposed to share your vote, though.
I can't tell people.
No, you're not supposed. Not like your voting documents.
No, but I think that I'll do like a
Yeah, oh yeah.
initiative.
Nobody's gonna Instagram live the entire
What
thing.
candidates have piqued your interest this cycle? There's 24, I think 23 or 24 Democratic nominees right now.
I think he was talking about George Jetson.
Diane Keaton.
Big fan.
Diane Keaton. I don't know. I don't even know. I gotta look into things first, but I'm gonna be voting. I'm gonna vote.
You said George Jetson and you said Diane. What? That's so random. Diane Keaton. She's a viable candidate for political office.
Side note, let's talk about that really quick. We don't have to go totally into it. Aunt Becky turned down the plea deal.
Yeah, that's. She thought they were playing. They
So
weren't.
Aunt Becky from Full House fame that was doing the whole school scheme.
Yeah.
Everybody else took deals. Did they get prison time?
I think Felicity Huffman pled guilty.
She was like, get me out of here.
One of the students is suing the school for like because his dad, the way he was treated because his dad gave like 400 bands, but he didn't want to like take his dad's blame pretty much. So he's like trying to push
What was
back.
he suing the school for?
I think just to clear his name so he's not associated with it.
That makes sense.
Don't nobody want to do it for just clearing their name. He want a bag.
He probably just want to stay.
Clear my name and give me $67K. Moving forward, so I thought that was fun. But moving forward, speaking of rappers who just seem to be out of touch with what their children want for their birthdays, Future Hendrix bought his son named Future, 5-year-old son, on his birthday, a Rolex. Did you see the video? Please, Josh, please put the video on here if you can.
I didn't see the video.
There's a video of him handing it to the kid, and the kid's just like, thanks. Why are you buying? Like, first of all, I want to commend Future for being in his children's lives. I know that people always say that's not something everybody's supposed to do. Well, there's a lot of people
want a cookie?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who choose to step out on their responsibilities. So any man that is willing to take care of his children, I always salute that. But why are you buying your son a Rolex at 5 years? Why
He
though?
buys everybody Rolex.
But he's a 5-year-old child.
Can he tell time?
But why does he need a Rolex? You
Because
know
his
what?
dad's a rapper.
You know what? Khaled bought his son a Rolex too. Maybe that's just a thing with rappers with a lot of money.
I think we're assuming that's all he got his son.
But that's what we see on the gram.
Well, I think Future is a rapper. He's got a rapper's mindset to like, hey, I'm rich. He's got to keep that going. I don't know why he
Get
did
your
it.
kid a football or something.
Get him a Paw
I just feel like the
Patrol.
stuff that Future be doing makes Russell Wilson look so much better.
Who's
without
Russell
even
Wilson?
Russ, you know.
Russell Wilson.
I didn't know there was an R in Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Here's the thing. I agree with you, but then I thought there's been this been a big debate on the Twitter.
On the Twitter, you sounded old right there.
Big.
On the
I think
Twitter,
though, because when I wake up, I have my morning coffee and my oatmeal, and I just pull up Twitter like, what's going on?
what's going on the Twitter?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I like it.
What the blacks talking about?
They were saying that Future's son has the best of both worlds. He's got the Russell Wilson raises him the race he was raised. Future gives him what he wants to give him. Why not have a Rolex?
Because you're 5.
He can stunt on his regular preschool class.
Could you imagine being 5 years old and we're coming to school with a Rolex?
I would hate a watch that wasn't digital. Like
that didn't have SpongeBob on it. He's 5.
What
Kevin.
age do you learn to tell time? Like with what is that called? Like the
I mean, before you get to stuff like this, you want to have regular
That
watches.
hasn't told the right time since 1942.
that doesn't even work.
Yes, it does.
Does it have the time?
What time is it?
Not the right time.
It's
What
the right
time is it?
2:23.
Yeah, and it costs
I regret.
$223,000.
223 pesos.
Whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna,
It's
just bash a guy, but it's
to
just
me
like
the
what
funny
are you-
thing. It's the most Future gift ever.
Mm-hmm.
It made the most sense. And the two Instagram posts side by side.
man.
It was so funny. He was like,
just
"I love you," and then Russell had this paragraph, and Future was just like, "Really like Meek."
Rolly like Meek? What?
Imagine when the kid grows up and be like, Dad, what are you doing, man? Like, why?
Jeez. What is?
He's a rapper. What is a rapper gonna do?
I just think
What gift do you think Future could give his son and post on the ground? Where people be like, "Yeah, Future got it."
Super soaker.
He can't show he's balling with that.
Oh, you mean that he wants to show his wealth?
God.
Old
to.
super
But
soaker
why do you
would
have
be
to show your
fire.
wealth?
No,
when
they'd be
you-
even more mad at that. It's
Oh, you're
heavy.
right. You're right.
Get him
can't
like a
carry
little
it.
car. The
He's
little
a
car.
rapper. What else is Future gonna? What you're a Future fan?
I am.
What is Future
I don't know,
talking
his
about?
last couple albums.
What is Future be talking about in his lyrics?
Drugs, Gucci flip
He don't
flops.
be doing drugs like that anymore, man.
And he stopped talking. He stopped doing drugs, but didn't stop rapping about it for a lot longer.
Yeah.
It's like, I wonder
That's
if he just
interesting, though.
if his soul is on empty, just like lean.
Did he
I don't
stop?
know.
Did he stop doing drugs recently?
Makes an R&B
Yes,
album about how
like
much he
2
misses
years
drugs.
before he stopped rapping about it.
Really?
It was part of that documentary that
But
came
he
out.
said he didn't think his fans would accept that he wasn't using drugs anymore, so he kept rapping about it. Like,
you know what
like
though?
he used
To be able to open up and say that as a rapper of his stature, like I understand. Like I get it. You can't expect.
Yeah, he said that
everybody
after
of
all
that
them checks cleared, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, saying before the bag was getting interrupted. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Oh, I got an interesting thing. Speaking of rap, are you familiar with Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah,
Okay, have you heard her rap?
I have.
She said this, and I thought it was interesting. She said that because she's a woman, she has to rap harder to get respect.
That's
but
true.
people like Playboy Cardi and
read that.
Uzi can just make sounds, and people be like, "This is a bop." But she's only on because she raps hard.
That's very.
Do you
very-
agree?
I do agree, and I really do feel like women are very
You gotta work
prejudiced
X
against.
amount of times harder, not
Mm-hmm.
even more than twice as hard.
Prejudiced against the prejudicial acts are.
I was trying to move on
against
past
them.
this. but
Prejudicial.
you sat in it. And when you sit on stuff, you're not moving at all.
They don't get treated the same as everybody else. I don't know how to say that. I don't know.
Yeah, because she made the point. I don't know if she specifically made the point, but the point was made that Playboy Cardi literally sounds like a baby making noises.
I saw a video about that. I don't listen to much Playboy Cardi.
It's true. Because he performed it Rolling Loud, and when I heard his set, I was just like,
a literal baby?
he sounds like an infant.
He does.
Just crying
Really?
on a cadence.
Crying on cadence?
The other rapper Baby says, wham, wham, wham. I'm the baby. Like, that's your bars?
He's got some bops, though. Lil Baby's got some bops.
Is that Lil Baby or Da Baby?
That's
Lil Baby.
That's not Da Baby.
There's Lil
That's
Baby,
not
there's
Cologne.
Little Baby, there's Da Baby, and then there's Baby.
Baby is...
You gotta say Baby like Baby. So there's Baby, he's the big one. Then you got Lil Baby.
He's Hot Boys.
Yeah, he's how he puts some respect on my name.
Okay, now
Then there's
Da
Lil-
Baby is
She like
You
how I
say
smell,
Caroline?
cologne.
Cologne. Okay.
Say
That's so
Carolina for
simple
DaBaby.
when you think about it. She like how I smell, cologne.
He be rapping though.
He do.
And he's
Yeah,
funny. His
yeah.
music videos are so funny.
I tried to
a
put
good
you up
time.
on him.
Dude,
Did I not try to put you up on him
Yes.
7-8 months ago?
you be eating baby food.
No, you be eating baby back ribs.
God,
Dang it, man.
don't turn it on me. I threw that up. Your hairline.
No.
Now who's Lil Baby?
The other one, remember when I did the song with Drake?
record.
Let her little baby, little baby. Well, there's bad news, last one to call keys. Remember, it's all me. Wham, wham, wham. I'm the baby. You don't know?
Me and my dogs 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I feel
No,
old.
two
You guys
in a
are all
row.
looking at me. No,
Yeah, I bet,
her, Bryson Tiller.
yeah, I bet if it was Kirk Franklin or Fred Hammond, you know who it
Of course. I know. Kirk. I was at Kirk's studio.
Well, speaking of men and women always doing things to mislead the other sex, fake meat prints have hit the market.
You gotta put this up, Josh. You got
Fake meat print is a thing.
Misleading meat print.
Fake meat print. And you know what?
Let's talk about
I'm
propaganda.
all the way here for
Are
it.
you?
Absolutely.
Are you?
You want to know why, Kevin
Why?
Fredericks? Because I feel like if everybody's going to keep that same energy,
Yeah.
women do a lot of fixing up. And what I mean, that hair don't necessarily be looking like that.
No.
That face when it's beat don't really be looking like that. So we not really getting what we think we getting.
You can wear makeup war paint for men.
You know what I'm saying?
put the-
But I feel like it's just all about false advertisement. And if,
so you
if-
go buy the fake
I'm not doing that.
fake pre. You just said you're
just
okay.
said
with
you're
it.
I'm not
for it.
going to do it.
Why?
I'm just saying I'm all about if there's guys that want to put it out there like, ha, 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 this is what's going on. And if you want to look at it and judge a book by its cover, you go ahead and do that
War
because
paint is
women do
hilarious.
it too.
Huh?
Women do it too.
I don't know if a push-up bra and the.
What
fake
you
titties-
mean? I done seen body magic be abracadabra on some of these women, and then you get them out of it. It's whoop. But you know, you're
That's
totally
terrifying.
different
Have you
person.
seen I'm gonna get you sucker?
Yes.
Remember when she was like, my hair?
Exactly. And took it all up.
She
Like,
took her butt off. My eyes aren't really green.
I'm not gonna lie. That happened to me one time when there was this girl I was dating, and she had like, this is back like maybe in the early 2000s.
The Roaring 20s.
She had the wavy joint, and I was
after the
just like,
Depression?
and I remember in the morning just seeing her with it off, like almost squared up, like, bro, you get up in here.
Doba walks in.
Tasha.
He sees the silhouette. It's like hung up on the
Almost
little.
pulled the ratty on her, like, man, get up out of here, you ain't finna rock. It's me. Oh. So I'm just saying, so I think that there'll be a lot of misleading going on. Like, first of all, let's just ask you, you're a woman that's in there. Is that really a thing? Do women really be peen watching with gray sweats? Is that really a thing? Because that's what guys are doing. I think.
You put her dead on the spot.
She didn't want to answer. I'm just asking, like,
Rita's like,
because that.
I don't like it at all.
So apparently that's the thing that it's when guys wear gray.
Melissa asked me to change sometimes.
Really?
She said I be wearing thought pants. I wear the gray Nike tech fleece. It's form fitting.
Okay.
And if you wear the gray, it'd be like, hello, I'll look at you. She was like, could you put some other pants on. You're going out.
So if it's really a thing, and I feel like guys is looking for that competitive
but where does it
advantage,
go when it's time to do the
that's
do?
the messed up part. You just sat here.
You got to take it off with your pants?
And I've made that fatal mistake before.
Have you?
I've lied about it before.
You
I
lied?
lied about it just because I was just like, it'll get me to the party. I lied. That was the last time I lied about what was going on.
Oh, you got caught on it?
It went down, and it was just like, but where's and I talked so much trash, I was like, ha ha, working with a monster. It was time to get me. It was just like, but. And then at that point, I realized, why did I lie about this? I knew this moment would come. But it was
like
just
a monster. Really?
So I'm all for that. Like, look, if a woman is going to give a guy a shot based on what she's seen, then hey,
Then why won't you get it?
huh?
Why won't you get it then?
Because I'm not here to
You're not lying no more?
I'm not lying. It is what it is. Here it go.
So if you ain't working a monster, that's what you say now?
Here it go.
Working a monster.
Here
You're
this
just like,
is. Here this is. So, what do you think?
qualify. You pull your pants down. There's other stuff that I can do. Let's just.
Great person.
Kev, what
I have
the
a
guy
few
saying
poems I have
in
written.
that Skittles video you posted? What the guy saying that Skittles video you posted?
Got to see it through, my boy.
See it through,
Got
my boy.
through.
So I think, I mean, what are your thoughts on it? On guys wearing
Lie.
fake meat prints?
Lie.
So you don't want them to do it?
Lie.
Oh, you telling them to do
Until
it?
you can't lie no more. Until you're found out.
So just keep it going.
Keep it locked.
I'm with it. Like
I just don't know where you put it. What if it falls down and it looks like it's on your kneecap? Like, hey, this is a little abnormal.
But I know that all that is great, and we always think about that. But you know what's even more important?
Good credit?
Good credit. Did you know the average interest rate on credit card debt is over 19% APR? Have you looked at your interest rate lately?
I have not.
Okay, well, did you know that consolidating debt into a low fixed rate can save you thousands in interest? A credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream can help you pay off high interest credit cards. Now, Lightstream can get you a rate as low as 5.95% APR with autopay, much lower than the national average interest rate on credit cards.
Most credit cards are 19.
19. We just said that. Get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000 with absolutely no fees. Okay.
Yep.
The application is 100% online, and you even get your money as soon as the day you apply. Lightstream believes that when you have good credit, you deserve a low rate and great service. Now, Lightstream is giving a special offer just for our listeners. Apply today at lightstream.com/RNR
R&R.
and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/RR
R&R.
for an additional discount. That's lightstream.com/RR.
R&R.
Subject to credit approval.
R&R.
Rates include 0.50 auto pay discount. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/RR for more information. Yes. All right. So where do we fall on the fake meat thing? We just say just go ahead and go for it.
I just think
fake it till you make it.
The funniest thing about our society is what you build businesses off of.
Bruh.
People are like, hey, man, you know what you need? Fake meat
Fake
prints.
meat print.
This will get you in the door. My thing is, men, like if a woman wears makeup, you know that's not real. If you don't know this product exists,
No, you can't say that because some women put on makeup and it looks so natural that you wouldn't know.
fair.
It'd be natural as a
But
mud.
what I mean is,
Yeah, but you know.
the idea of makeup is not new. The idea of a wig, it's not new, right?
What about body magic or push-up bras?
All
Butt pads. You know there are butt pads.
I know. But nobody knew meat print existed. So if that guy had it, and then the girl's like, oh man, I saw something. And then she saw
but then
that.
you got there.
She had fun size. She thought she had king size, and it was Halloween time. I'm like, Halloween? I don't want a Halloween peen.
So that I wonder. So
I want
Halloween
regular.
peen?
I
I wonder
want
what
grocery store. I want grocery
Halloween
store
peen?
next to the cash register peen. I don't want Halloween peen.
Fun size.
I don't want fun size.
Not Easter size.
It's May.
Yeah.
Give me the May size peen.
And I wonder what the motivation is when you're the guy getting this. Do you think I want her to see this talk to her, get her to like me enough to once it actually gets down to business, she won't be tripping off the size? Because you know she going to see it. And she ain't going to see what she saw.
Just don't talk about it.
Just don't bring
She
it
going to be
up.
like, wait, but I seen you. Be like, you seen what?
That was just my pants. It was just my pants. Wasn't in your body?
All right. Well, speaking of actresses that are pretty ticked off about what people are doing online, Sophia Turner is slamming
Sophie
Turner
Toner?
is slamming fan-made petitions that have been asking them to redo season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Here's my thing.
I've never seen nothing like this, Kevin.
That's happened before.
A petition?
Yes.
For what show?
For Star Wars to be redone.
But that's not a show. It's just a movie.
Well, mostly to save shows.
Okay.
What I mean is the fan petition's not new.
But this one got 1 million signatures.
Did it really?
Do you know how bad something got to be for 1 million of people to decide to say, do this over?
Let me tell you something. We have greatly overestimated what petitions can do.
Right, we have.
I don't care. If I'm 8, I don't care what y'all signed. Y'all gonna pay for it? Who gonna pay for it?
Well,
we just we just think because we signed something that means something. HBO don't care what you signed. Oh, the 1 million people think that. Shut up. Y'all ain't gonna pay
But
for
you
it.
didn't even like it.
That don't mean I think my signature gonna change something.
Is Kev gonna pay for a whole season?
I fully
Absolutely
realize
not.
I am a
See?
consumer of Game of Thrones.
That's how I be feeling about voting sometimes.
No, that signature actually.
I'm just.
That is literally when your signature matters.
DoBoy's vote got the spicy nuggets back from BK.
If you voted for Blue M&Ms, you can vote for president. I didn't love the last season of Game of Thrones.
Dog,
And
I seen you come
love-
back because we were at a show and you went and ducked off to go watch it.
Let me let you know how
You
much I
came
love
back,
the show.
you didn't-
I stood in an alley
This is
in
facts.
West LA
In the drizzle.
for an hour and 20 minutes before our comedy show and missed the first 20
and you
minutes.
came back and looked very unfulfilled.
I was unfulfilled.
Okay.
But I that don't mean I think you should. First of all, I don't think that will work. Second of all, shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. But see, this is the thing, though. This is why I think people are starting to think like that. You know, recently they came out with the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
Yes.
And the public response was
Backlash.
so strong, they scrapped the whole thing and said, we're going to redo this.
Okay, agreed. However, that had not been made yet. This season is over. They shot this last year. These people are gone, out of contract. This done. Nobody cares.
Took 6 months to make one episode.
They
I
shot
can't say this, though.
55 night shoots for
I-
one
I-
episode.
As a creator and as somebody that was going to take the time, I have two ways that I look at this. For one, as a person that was about to, and Josh can attest to this, we talked about this before the cameras came
Don't bring
on.
me into this.
You're going to come in on with this with me. As a person who didn't watch it and very much flirted with the idea of binge watching and catching up, it feels great to have saved that time.
You were watching Game of Neck Bones, so it doesn't matter. Looking at a different show.
And as a creator, that has to really suck to give up 10 years of your life for something, do so good, be so
No, I don't agree with that.
well. No, let me finish. You ain't let me finish. To be so well respected, then get to the finish line and just,
They fumbled the ball.
jeez,
Those checks cleared though.
that's gotta hurt. But
Checks
at that
cleared.
point, it don't
And
matter.
I think they're
Tell him
on to
about your
Star
boy.
Wars.
Tell him about your boy what he said on Breaking Bad, which is why I feel like this is relevant. Why he wouldn't go past 5 seasons because they offered him more money.
Yes, I forgot the dude's name, Vincent something, I think.
And he
But
said what?
He said Breaking Bad show was best told in 5 seasons, and anything more than that, the story was going to get weak. And he always thought if I could get to 5 seasons, it'd be perfect. And he stopped at 5 seasons for that reason.
Let me ask you this: as a Game of Thrones enthusiast,
Mm-hmm.
do you think if they would have shrunk this down and fit it into 6,
No.
it would have been?
I don't
better?
think that was it. I don't think it wasn't that. You needed more time. The thing about Game of Thrones that made it good, and this is why the last season was frustrating. What made it good is they took their time to let the characters have actions and then let those actions have consequences. The last season, they shortened the timeline when they needed the most time to let these big.
that starts to
bro,
restrict
you've
you
been
as a
watching.
writer.
I was telling Melissa this, bro. I started watching Game of Thrones. My children were 4 and 2.
Wow.
They're 10 and 12. They took their time with this show.
Jeez.
This show started in April 2011, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It started somewhere.
Six
Your
and
math
4.
doesn't make sense.
6 and 4. I'm sorry, not 4. 2. 6 and 4.
Okay, that makes
6 and
more
4.
sense. Okay.
But the point is, a 4-year-old JoJo and 10-year-old JoJo. No, that's not right.
Will you learn how to do math?
Nah, because 9
JoJo was
years.
born in 2008.
been
Yeah,
9
he
years.
was 2.
9 years.
Yeah.
2010.
In April of 2011
He would
Joe
have
was
been
2.
He would have been 3.
or 3. He was a baby and he ain't no more. The point is, I've been with him for a long time, but they took a year off.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been. I mean, in my uneducated
Where did they
opinion,
drop the ball at?
I'm gonna tell you where they dropped the ball. They rushed characters to actions when they didn't used to do that. I'm not gonna spoil it because Serena hasn't seen the end.
Mm-hmm.
But all I can say is, Ned Stark, you've been that far.
Oh, I'm in season 6 almost.
Okay, Robb Stark, better example. Robb Stark's character didn't want to marry the person he was supposed to marry. Okay, he didn't pay for that immediately. He didn't pay for it in the next episode. They let him get married. He was winning wars. Things were going haywire. Just when you forget, man, maybe this didn't have any consequences. Consequences.
Got real.
Right? That's like if what would have happened.
And how much time was that in between when he didn't make that decision?
Man, it was
and,
like whole 2 seasons.
and then they came back to it like,
And they-
remember
and
this?
they-
See, that's a sign of good writing. I've been watching a lot of stuff.
So here's the thing about that, though. What the showrunners D&D, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, have been accused of, they ran out of source material.
Because the dude stopped writing the books.
Dude, I think George R.R. Martin just started catching the checks, and he was like, books? What books? Why would I sit up in a room all day cooped up writing when I've been paid? And they're spinning off 2 more episodes?
Checks clear.
You know what motivates me? Getting rich.
Yeah.
I'm rich. I'm not motivated. So here's the thing about Game of Thrones. They were kind of exposed. Once the source material, which they had plenty of, they could whittle it down. It's like a potter, or not a potter. Who's the person that goes tink tink tink?
Welder.
No.
Carpenter.
No,
Something
I'm thinking of
Smith.
it.
Something Smith.
Electrician.
What David? The statue of David. When you
Architect.
Sculptor, you got a lot. You just saying words. You got a lot of stuff, a lot of source material, right? And you wither it down into the shape. And that's what they were good at.
And then they ran
And
out.
then there's somebody else who's a painter who creates something out of nothing. They needed to be both for this show to be great. They did great sculpting from George R.R. Martin's had plenty of information to sculpt with, but once they passed him, now you got to have a whole new skill. You got to
Then
create.
it's like one hand's not washing the other anymore.
Now you're doing something else, and they got Star Wars money because the rumor is HBO gave them plenty of money and 10 episodes or more, and they were like, "We'll do it in 6." So the rumor is they got frustrated and they wanted to
That
do
was
more
just
Star
stupid.
Wars.
That's
And you know what I realized?
Writers get lazy.
A bad ending can ruin something great. It doesn't even matter how long it was great.
Oh, my.
If it doesn't end well, it doesn't end.
The end of Belly to this day gives me the chills. Have you ever seen Belly? You've never seen Belly. You have a belly, but you've never seen Belly.
Nas, DMX, walking through the club.
You never seen Belly.
Hype Williams.
You've never seen Belly. Oh my God! We got it. You've never seen Belly.
I've never seen Belly.
You've never seen Serena. I will throw everyone out of this window. You've never seen Belly. What is wrong with you people?
That's one of my black movies that slipped under the radar. Everybody has it. I've seen parts of Belly. I've seen that scene. I've seen the open sequence, a couple of things.
You've never seen
I've
Belly?
never
This
sat and
explains
watched-
so much.
While we're on it, Harlem Nights.
You-
While we're on it.
What?
While we're on
I
it.
want to thank you guys for tuning in to Righteous and Ratchet. This will be my last episode. What? No Harlem
I've
Nights?
seen parts of it.
Have you
it's been
never
on
seen
TV.
Harlem Nights,
I might have
Kevin?
watched 20 minutes of Harlem Nights at different times.
Are you not full black?
I'm an 8th Mexican. Viva la raza. That's true.
You really
I
are?
really am an 8th
I'm a
Mexican.
quarter.
I know. You're a quarter pounder.
You've never seen Harlem Nights?
No.
So you've never seen Harlem Nights. I've never seen Color
No,
Purple.
you ain't seen a lot more than I've seen.
Not as far as black movies. Don't
The 20 black movies. What's the 20 black movie? I bet you I've seen more black movies than you.
pull cue it up.
Black. And
You ain't
don't
seen
lie.
no Harlem Lights.
Harlem
Harlem
Nights.
Nights. Have you seen Harlem Nights, Josh?
No, but that's not my
Josh
culture.
is Mexican.
I don't care what his
Have you
culture
seen
is.
La Bamba?
Yeah, I bet he has. That's all I had.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's go. And don't lie.
I'm not going to lie. Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
Yes. Coming to America.
Yes.
Yes. Friday.
Yes.
Yes. Malcolm X.
Yes.
Yes. Color Purple. No. Yes. One for Kevin. Training Day.
Yes.
Yes. Ray.
Yeah.
2 for Kevin. Set It Off.
Yes.
Yes. Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Yep. Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Django Unchained.
Yes.
Lean on Me.
Yeah.
Okay. Love and Basketball.
Yeah. I seen those basketball.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. 3 for me. How have you not seen Do the Right Thing? It's Spike's best movie. 3 for Kevin. New Jack City.
You ain't seen
I
that.
know you. I have seen New Jack City. That's when Ice-T had the weirdest line in the history.
Yeah, I want to shoot you so bad. I'm erect. Like, what?
It's just like when I was watching that, I was like, that
Why?
doesn't make any sense.
The two don't have anything to do with each other. Of
Menace to Society.
course, you haven't seen that.
Yes, I have. Glory.
Yeah,
Seen it. It's not really a black movie, but Barbershop.
of course.
Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah,
Okay. Roots.
yeah. A long time ago.
Okay. Best Man.
Yeah, you've seen all these?
Yes. I told you it's just these two. Juice.
Yeah. You seen Juice?
Yes.
You drink Juice.
Tupac was so good.
He was like a king of overacting.
Maybe
though.
I am crazy.
He was the king of overacting.
Omar Epps too. Antoine Fisher.
Yeah,
5 Heartbeats.
yeah,
Boomerang.
yeah,
Okay. Poetic Justice.
yeah.
I forgot Guy Torry was in there. Or Joe Torry.
Joe Torry.
Forgot he was in there.
His name was Chicago.
Yeah. Nutty Professor.
Of course.
Ali.
Yeah,
House Party.
yeah,
Soul Food.
yeah,
Life.
yeah,
Time to Kill.
yeah,
Waiting to Exhale.
yeah. You ain't seen that?
Seen it. I'm looking at
You've seen all these movies?
Yes.
All right.
I'm telling you, that's the thing about being black. I talk about this in this set. To be black, you have to have seen everything. Not most things.
And I think
not
I
a lot
have
of
seen
things.
Do the Right Thing. I just don't remember it.
Nah, you ain't seen it. Shut up. What's love got to do with it?
Of course. You've seen it?
Yes. Wood.
Yes.
The Wood. Brown Sugar. School Days.
Yeah. No, no.
It's another Spike movie you haven't seen. That's 4 for me. Coach Carter. Are you lying?
You haven't seen Coach Carter?
That's 5. This is a list of African American movies. That's
You've seen
5.
all these?
Yes. Dead Presidents.
Of course.
Players Club.
Yeah.
Dream Girls.
Yeah.
Rosewood. John Singleton. That's 6.
God rest his soul.
You've seen all these?
Yes. I told you. It's just Harlem Nights and Belly. Love Jones. Enemy of the State.
That's not a black
Not movie. But this,
Gene
this-
Hackman was in there.
This website is in there. So, How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Yeah.
Big Mama's House.
Of course.
Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
Baby Boy. Your
Yes.
favorite. American Gangster. Great Debaters. 7.
You seen that?
Yes. Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Oh, we ain't got to keep doing this.
No. Thin
Yes.
Line Between Love and Hate.
Yes.
Harlem Nights.
Yes, you ain't
That's
seen
the one
it.
I haven't seen. So it's down to 6.
Uh-huh.
Eve's Bayou.
I've seen that.
Drumline.
Yeah.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Your favorite movie was Drumstick.
Drumstick.
Line.
Yeah.
What was the next one?
Drums. Higher Learning.
Yeah. What would you say after Drumline?
Tuskegee Airmen. Another one for me. Hurricane. You seen Blizzard from Baskin Robbins.
No.
Think Like a
Wop,
Man.
wop, wop. Yeah.
Almastad.
Yeah.
Sister Act.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
What's 2's name? Sister
Back
Act.
in the Habit.
All right. Back in the Snack It.
No, it'll be
Coolie
Snack in
High.
the Habit.
Snack in the Habit's better.
Coolie High. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that late though. I only saw that a couple years ago. Oh no, I'm sorry. I haven't seen Coolie High. No, I have seen Coolie
No,
High.
you have not seen Coolie High.
Oh, it's Crooklyn. I haven't seen Coolie High.
You
I
haven't
saw
seen
Crook. I
You
haven't seen Coolie High, so
Okay.
that's 5. Crooklyn I saw late.
I seen that.
The Wiz,
Seen it.
Cheese Whiz, what you saw. Above the Rim.
Yes.
Above the Rim?
Have you seen that?
Yep.
Okay.
Next Friday. All the Fridays.
Yeah, I seen all the Fridays.
Okay. Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
Purple Rain. The ones you've seen, haven't seen, are so egregious though.
Don't use my word.
That's a color. Purple Rain, color. Purple,
In my defense,
those count as 2. How have you not seen Purple Rain?
I was not the hugest Prince fan. I did like Diamonds and Pearls.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Of course.
I love that movie. Paid in Full.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
Everybody Eats B. We'll do 3 or 4 more. We'll go to 75. The Help.
Yeah.
The Brothers.
Yeah.
In the Heat of the Night.
No.
I ain't seen that. Sidney Poitier. Oh no, actually I've seen that. Tahir has a joke about that. Soldier Story with Denzel. I ain't seen it either. Preacher's Wife. Seen that. Told y'all I seen more than Doughboy.
All right. We got one more topic, then we'll do our one gotta go.
A couple more movies. Because I want to beat you by a lot. And hopefully I don't lose. I Am Legend.
Yeah.
That's not a black
That's not
movie.
a black movie.
Keelan the Bee. I seen it. Nah, you're right. These aren't really count. All about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
What you got? You always eating sandwiches. All right, go ahead.
All right. Speaking of
Let me have a bite.
former NBA players turned executives that are starting to clap back in the media. Man, that look fire.
It's kind of fire or something.
We friends in real life too, man.
The
right?
episode,
That
though.
look fire,
Focus. The topic.
Man, that look fire.
It was.
I had a BOT in a minute.
They just be making them at home.
But I don't like tomatoes, but I love BOTs. I just take the tomato
Just
off.
dip some bacon in some mayonnaise.
Shut up. In any event, so Magic claps back.
This is the funniest thing ever.
So unless you've been living under a rock, Magic
gonna be here.
unceremoniously quit his job as head of basketball operations. They should have called him big head of basketball operations. He has a really massive head. I feel like his head has gotten bigger as he's gotten older.
He got a monster.
Jeez,
I mean,
okay.
I can't talk, but
Yeah. I was wondering how you were even speaking. I was like, you want to say some stuff? Okay. All right. To each his own. So, Magic basically clapped back.
Oh,
So
man.
when he quit, like nobody understood. It was like, why are you quitting? And he was kind of vague. He was like, I'm just out. So he goes on First Take and was
that
just
meme
like,
is so funny.
he goes on First Take and
Dang.
airs out the general manager, a dude by the name of Rob Pelinka, who just looks like a snaky guy.
Oh man,
He
All
just
the
looks
video
like
footage,
a
he looks so
sleazy
shady.
car salesman. Like he's just like, there's no transmission, but I got a warranty. If you give it 3 days, call the people. I bought a car one time that didn't have reverse. I did.
What?
Talk about it another time.
DoBoy, this
I looked
is
at it
great
as a
material,
metaphor for
man.
life. I was just like, God don't want me going back because the car just didn't go backwards. I was like, God don't want me going backwards, only forward.
Wait,
in
did
life.
you test it out?
I knew it didn't have a transmission, but he told me, the dude told me, he was like, oh man, don't worry about it. Just put in a claim.
How is that something not to worry about? How do you get out of a parking spot?
I just parked where you can just drive straight out.
I had a car.
I needed a car,
I
man.
had a car that eventually didn't go in reverse, but when I bought it, it went forwards and backwards.
But what would you rather do? Be able to go forward or just not be able to go
I
forward
would've
or
took it.
backwards?
It's just funny.
Do you know how many other cars
It's
there are
the
to
most-
buy?
He
I
Got
only-
bad credit.
How much was the car?
I was making payments on
think it
it.
was probably $3.
I got it from a lot.
You had a car note for a
did.
car that didn't even go in reverse.
You had a car note for a car that didn't go reverse when you bought it? How?
Because he told me, he was like, I'll level with you. It doesn't really go backwards. But
Why does he have to level with that? Should be
How
a
much
lead
was
off.
the car?
it was like $4,000, but I was going to be
You
making
paid
payments.
$4,000 for a car don't work.
That was in a bad place in my life.
You weren't able to go backwards. We know that.
And then they fixed it, and then I fell behind on payments, and they came and took it. And then it went in
And then they
reverse.
sold it for $8,000.
Yeah, I was just like, this didn't go right for me. No, that really happened.
DoBoy,
That really
this
happened.
is great material for your set,
Why
man.
are you not talking about this on
I
stage?
don't know, man. It really happened. It really
This
happened.
is textbook. You have a full hour of stuff you just don't want to talk about.
The only way you buy a car that doesn't go in reverse is if it's $400 and you know how to fix it. Because I sold a car that had a bad clutch
Really?
on Craigslist, but I said,
You docked
hey, this car has a bad clutch. The person who bought it was a mechanic. He was like, bad clutch for this? This was like a 96 Civic. He was like, I'm going to fix this, no problem. You was just like, I'll go for who he needs back.
At the time, I had $500 to put down. They took it.
had a down
I wanted to
payment.
drive.
What was your car payment?
It was cheap. It was like $250.
That what?
I was at a bad time in my life. I wasn't always on Righteous and Ratchet.
My car off the lot was $250.
I would go
Same
off the
year.
lot because you probably got good credit.
though.
This is true.
I don't have great credit, and my car note was like $190.
$250 for a car.
Lightstream.
Definitely was-
DoBoy, hop on Lightstream, man.
But no, I had
I-
to convince myself that I was just supposed to be going forward in life. That was the point of what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to be going backwards. And I couldn't.
But did you ever have to go backwards?
Huh? I did. It was it'd be pretty optimistic when you do it, but then you just like, I can't live like this.
You're like, I'm not making
You
this
just
turn. You're
realize
just
how
like,
many
and then you
times-
do something crazy and you try to go in first. It's like, I got to figure a different way out of this. So, yeah, that's where you
I
go.
guess you didn't. You just didn't realize how much you actually have to go backwards.
Exactly.
You're like, well, people don't be going
But then they
backwards.
actually got it fixed, and then I fell behind, and then they came and got that. I thought I was safe too because you had to jump a fence to get into our gate. They jumped it and drove it out. I thought I was cool. I was like, they're not gonna jump in the gate and take the car.
You walk out.
They absolutely jumped in the gate and took the car. So yes.
What kind of car was this?
It was an Infiniti. It was an SUV, and it was green. It just didn't go backwards. It had leathers.
That was the selling point, but it has leathers.
You take girls on dates with this?
I didn't have it that long. I had it for like 2 months. They came and got that.
How you
$500. That's the down payment.
Did you make one payment?
It was like
You put the money down and
I
then
put the money down, but I maybe had the car for max 3 months.
You were like, "Oh, you guys want this $250 every month?"
So you basically gave him enough money to fix the transmission.
You could have bought a new clutch.
Shut up, man. That's the one got to go. Wait, let's talk about
bought the
Magic.
new clutch and
So
flipped it.
Magic aired out Rob Pelinka. That's what we're talking about, guys. You guys are getting off the subject at hand. Rob Pelinka is the enemy. So he talked really bad about Rob Pelinka.
He couldn't go in reverse out of a parking spot.
No way. How do you do like?
It's my life, man. I don't
How
have
old were you? How
What?
old were you?
He's 38.
when I was in LA.
Oh my God.
You were past your 30s?
Yes, absolutely.
No
I
way.
was about 32. I needed a car. That's what you got to understand. That's why it's messed up. And you got to get on live stream so you don't have to deal with situations like this. When you got bad credit, people take advantage
They
of you.
do.
They really do.
No, you knew you had a
But-
bad situation.
when
going
you
in
no,
the
but when
car.
you, but I did not want to get on the bus. I wanted to drive. And if I couldn't go backwards, that was far better than being. This is before Uber was really the thing.
But the bus can go backwards.
You got your car repoed in 3 months. That means you were delinquent on
That
at least 2
has-
payments.
You. That has to be the
I don't. That's what I'm not understanding.
He never made a payment. That's what he's saying.
never-
He
Remember the place too was called like Repo for Us or something. They had Repo in the name.
The
of
down
the
payment didn't
No
clear.
boy
should
had
have known.
$500.
The down
I
payment
had
didn't
the
clear.
500.
You gave him the 5, and you're like, I'm gonna ride this as long
You
as
know
I
how
could.
it go.
No.
You don't know how it go. Like I
No.
at least got a couple of months.
No.
People with bad credit usually get like cars that the rate is so high that the payment's like $600-700, but the car lasts.
Well, you know, right now I'm currently renting my car from a guy.
That situation needs to get
I'm
cleared.
currently renting my car from a guy.
So it's safe to
Don't worry, right? How much is it?
300.
pay $300 for that.
Yeah, but it's just a guy. He just comes every month, gets a 300, and he drives off.
That car is stolen.
Cash.
Every cash.
Let me tell you how I knew DoBoy's life wasn't up to snuff. He told me he had to pay his bills. He's like, I gotta go run some errands and run around town and pay my bills. I'm like, why are you leaving your house to pay bills in 2019? You don't need to go everything's right here. What bill? Like, well, I got my car note guy. I gotta go hand him $300 out of my pocket.
That's the only way he'll do it.
Wow.
How do you get in touch with somebody who rents cars?
I knew a girl, and I was like, "Yo, where'd you get this car?" She was like, "I know a guy." And so she.
I
gave
know
me-
a guy.
And that was a good lead for you?
Yeah.
What happened with the girl?
There was no credit checks.
What happened with the
I've
girl?
been doing it for 3 years.
DoBoy rents these cars that have been paid off.
Did she go to jail?
forever.
What happened to the girl?
Nah, the guy just bought.
He's a tow truck driver. He has a tow truck company, and when he tows cars, and then people fall behind or don't, then he becomes the owner of them.
Did you
And
meet
then-
him when they towed your car?
Shut up. He rents them to people like me.
That's such a good business
That's not bad.
because the cars. I didn't
sit
even know
there.
that's how he got them. So he literally is getting them for free. Because I had a car that got towed, and I was just like, man, y'all can have it.
Yeah, and then he knows mechanics and stuff.
He
They
fixed
fix
it
the
up
car.
for nothing. So every time, how long you had this car?
It's 2016. Well, not this one. This one I've had since 2017.
So you've been paying $250 on this car for
300.
3 years. 300 for 3 years.
But I don't own it any more than when I got it back then. That's the only thing.
If you're leasing a used car.
You could have a 2019 for that same note.
Not with my credit.
Maybe at this point, if that was going towards some kind of note in general, your credit would have been
Leasing's
built
not
up.
bad.
Leasing
Huh?
isn't bad.
Leasing's not bad.
You just need some money down.
But you have to have good credit to lease.
You do. No, I'm saying you're leasing right now. You got under the table leasing.
You're
But it's
leasing
cool though
with
because
no-
if something ever goes wrong with the car, I'd be like, hey man, the car.
right, but it's not helping your credit report.
But $300 isn't a cheap car note either.
That's not.
Like-
that's
The car's an 09.
He got a. Oh,
That's a. I have an 09. Low key, my car note is 130. I was mistaken. My car note is.
It's 130?
And I don't have.
Do you know a guy?
No, I don't know a guy.
I need a guy. my thing. I just need
How
a
long
guy.
are you gonna do
I
this?
don't know.
Knowing a guy.
Why don't you just? Why are you not buying? Now you might be in a position to buy a car in cash,
I actually can now.
or put enough money down to be like, I'm telling you, cash talks.
Yeah.
I was thinking that recently. I was just like, maybe I should stop dealing with the guys.
And you can fix your credit once you start. Like, it won't be that hard to fix.
I actually don't even have that much debt.
What do you have? Just a whole bunch of charge-offs?
It's just a couple things.
What is that? That was the most
If you're renting
conspicuous
cars from the
description.
guy, what's on your credit report really could be anything. What do you have? Medical bills?
No student loans.
Anything.
Was it closed bank accounts?
No, I have
Some
one
stuff
one repo for one of the cars that got repossessed.
We know about that one.
Blockbuster account. It's just like there's not a lot of stuff.
Hold on.
Not be that
How
much.
do you have a Blockbuster account still?
I'm
Not
gonna
a
help
ton
you.
of stuff.
When's the last time you checked your credit?
It might be okay.
Credit Karma.
I'm gonna help. It is my personal mission. I'm going to help you.
Lightstream should hop in on this one.
No. I don't want this in anybody's hands. I want to personally help you with your credit.
Okay.
You need to go and get your credit report.
Okay.
A lot of times, I don't.
This is insane.
Most of this stuff is fear.
I'll
You
be
just don't want to look at it.
yeah.
You need to look at it. You need to print it off. You need to make some calls. By this much.
Oh, you know what? My bank just sent me an email recently and asked me, did I want my credit report?
You need to get it.
I'll get
Click
it.
that
Because
button.
by now, if you're this far behind on collections, you probably can get them for pennies on the dollar. You like, man, here's 100. Close me out. They'll probably take it. You need to get your credit back. It's gonna make the rest of your life better.
Yeah.
Your apartments, all your options are open.
This is it.
You think you know a guy?
Hold on. I was thinking if I can get my credit report. Hold on.
I'm just not getting past the fact that he got a car repoed that didn't go in reverse.
FreeCreditReport.com. There's plenty of ways to get it. You don't have to get it this moment while we're shooting the podcast.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I would like to hear it in real time, but we'll talk about it after.
It ain't the best.
Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka.
All right, so Magic and Rob Palinka. Rob Palinka is the real enemy, not my
I
credit.
can't even get into
So Rob Palinka is a jerk, according to Magic Johnson. He was talking about Magic, and you ain't finna just be disrespecting Magic like that. He Magic. You feel me? So Magic basically aired him out, and they was trying to give him the political correct answers out, and he was like, nah, I don't like Rob Palinka. He's like, so basically what you're saying is there was miscommunication. No. Rob Palinka, I know like the man. So he kind of went in. What did you think about
The
it?
funniest thing about it is like Rob Pelinka is the guy you hate at work. He basically was like, Magic don't even be in the office that much.
He really do.
Look at me, Jeannie. Look, I'm here. Me, Rob Pelinka. I'm here safe. Magic, he was wearing Nike slides to work one time. I saw him. Magic, he doesn't really represent us that well. Look, I know he is Magic on the basketball court, but he took an hour and 10-minute lunch.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He's that guy.
He's that guy.
And you think at that level that maybe people aren't like that. Everybody's
They never shed their true colors.
No, man. Everybody's job has a guy like Rob Pelinka. You usually just don't. You usually get the person fired and usually don't get aired out. I don't think he ever
And Magic
would've-
was very forthcoming. He said, look, I told Jeannie when she hired me I wasn't finna start my other businesses, blah, 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 XYZ. And he was like, and then this guy was just going.
I think everybody in the Lakers knew Magic was the face except Magic. I think he was
Magic
the only
got a
one.
big face too.
I think he was the only one that didn't know what it was. They're like, man. Because I'm going to tell you how I know. When they fired Magic, they're like, we're not going to even replace
Even
that
put
guy.
another person in there. They were like, why? Because it wasn't a real position. It was just Magic.
It was just like people like him. It was a whole thing. Like,
They didn't even have nothing under the title of his name. It was just like Magic. It was just like him. Like, you can't just be a him.
If nobody's reports under it, apparently he was higher than Rob Pelinka, and he was completely getting undermined. And it's just, Magic went on first take for the whole hour. Was like,
And it was
I
just-
hate him.
Exactly.
Robert.
It was funny. I think they're gonna have a tough time getting some free agents there this year, though, because it almost seems like he did this very calculated and meticulously to embarrass the franchise that
Yeah,
he
he
loves.
was emailing behind his back, talking behind his back.
He said, well, you're going to learn today.
Oh,
so
yeah.
shout out to Magic for doing that. And now let's go to one guy to go. But I did want to show this to you real quick because I did
You pulled your
actually
credit?
pulled it up. I don't really want to show you this.
Let me see.
Is the number there?
Yeah.
You really
What's a good one?
I'll tell
North
you.
of 7?
Woo.
Is it like, woo-hoo?
You can tell them.
I'll mark it. You can cut it.
You want to tell the
It's
people?
okay. It's fine.
I don't know. This is transparent.
$4.99.
You almost at 500.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, let me pull up the things though.
I'm going to be looking. Whew.
It's not good.
That's not good.
No.
No.
$4.99.
No, they
No.
wouldn't. They will let you lock.
DoBoy, I raised my credit 100. Student loans messed up my credit, and I raised it 100 points in like a year. So
It's doable.
It's doable.
You need to order your real credit report.
Do you see the stuff that I owe?
No, this is just a number, and this is like a whole bunch of
Okay.
like apps that they want you to get. Go to Experian or freecreditreport.com and get the actual credit report thing.
You'll help me and you'll show me your
I'm
ways?
going to help you.
Okay.
Jesus.
I thought you couldn't even see anything.
I'm looking around, but no, they don't show you anything but your score. Oh, there's a lot of red in your thing.
You ain't seen that much red Suwu business.
Man, it starts at 350.
It starts at 350?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm 150 over the worst. Well, 149 over the worst, but we'll get that one.
Oh, man, I'm losing my voice. Let's do one gotta go.
Okay, so one gotta go. All right. We're going to do animated movies for this. Side note, I want to go on record and say this before it actually happens so I can be held as a genius once it happens. The new Aladdin will be a dud.
You have said that.
I believe this too about Lion King, but I don't feel as strongly about Lion King being a dud, but I'm willing to bet money that Aladdin will be trashed by the critics.
What is okay? I was gonna say, what's your definition of a dud? Because in the box office, it's gonna be booming.
I don't think it's even going to be booming.
Okay,
I don't think they'll do over 100 mil first
you're
week.
wild.
Would you like to bet, Joshua?
I'll put 100 on it.
I don't know.
You don't think Aladdin's not gonna do $100 million?
They'll probably do 100 mil just because of
Yeah, you back
the
you
name.
backed into that corner
Disney
real quick.
money is long.
Yeah.
Nostalgia alone will sell this movie. I'm not sure if you remember that Will Smith is in it.
But that's the thing that I think is going to hurt the movie. We don't want a buff, handsome Aladdin.
But what constitutes a dud?
That's what I was gonna say. Is it critically planned? Is it box office or
Critically
is it the
bad
general?
because we just found out that Suicide Squad made 300 million and that movie was
So
abysmal.
you're taking out box office revenue.
Forget the box office. I'm just saying that it's going to be critically panned and it's
Now,
going to be universal.
Critics didn't like Bad Boys 2.
I'm
People
saying
liked
the
it.
general consensus of the movie will be it's bad amongst everybody. We will
So
all say
critics
it's not
and
a
regular
good.
people.
Yes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes and you and I
Okay.
will not like this movie. So I'm on record for saying that.
Okay.
All right. So the one got to go today is going to actually feature the original Aladdin. Okay. So it's going to be Lion King, Finding Nemo, Shrek.
No, I think we did a different one.
Did we?
Yeah. What was the other one?
Hold on. Shrek, Aladdin, Lion King.
Incredibles instead of
Incredibles. Okay, so not in Finding Nemo. So Lion King, Incredibles, Shrek, and Aladdin.
Yeah.
Lion King, Incredibles, Shrek, and Aladdin. First off the board for me, Shrek. Shrek might be in my top 5 favorite movies, period.
Because you're built like him.
Shut up. It's a very, very good movie. Eddie Murphy bodied that.
Man.
He brought something to animated movies that I don't think we ever really seen.
He's
It was
so
just
funny.
He just
as
murked it.
Donkey.
Yes.
So who don't like parfaits? Everybody likes parfaits. That was just the most random. Melissa's sister, her middle sister, and I. The funniest part of Shrek, the conversation about parfaits.
That was hilarious because it was so random.
So random.
Yes.
And
And they were just good. I mean, now as the franchise went on, I was just like over it by the time.
But the
they had
original?
original, hands down. Is that off the board for you first too?
No.
Okay. Who's off the board first? Kevin.
I'm gonna bring in rewatchability into this,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say Incredibles.
Incredibles was really
Incredibles
good.
might be
I
my
didn't
favorite Pixar movie
I did
ever.
not. No, you know what?
I love Incredibles.
You know what they did really well too?
The villain,
They waited almost 10 years for the sequel,
15.
and it didn't disappoint. I watched part 2 not too long ago. I was like, this is good.
Syndrome as the villain was great. The story was great. The husband who couldn't remember who he was, thinking he still got it. He's basically Aisha Curry. Do I still got it or not? I don't know. Got to find out.
What was the context around that?
Mr. Incredible. I don't know. Nobody even asked me to fight anymore.
Right.
Syndrome.
Was good.
Frozone. Honey, where's my super suit? I mean, perfect scene. I think I'm gonna take Incredibles off the board first.
Incredibles off first. Incredibles will go off second for me, because
Okay.
for all the reasons that you just said. Like
The Lion King will go off second for me. Perfect. Simba, perfect.
How you feel like the reboot's gonna do?
Honestly, I just
It's not gonna be good.
No,
You don't-
I don't know that.
It's difficult to go from
becoming that old
animated
person.
to live action. That's hard.
Well,
Yeah.
DoBoy thought they were real animals, so let's
Shut
just get
up.
that out of the way.
I was on a date years ago, and I seen Jungle Book, and I looked at my date. I said, "Are these animals real?" She looked at me like, "No," but they looked real. And while you're sitting there doing all that, they use real animals in Dr. Dolittle. I know they didn't talk. I know they used something for their mouths, but they use real animals. I thought that they just trained the animals really good. I was like,
you,
hey.
you think they got lions coming at a call time? Hey guys, sorry, Simba's
You
a catering.
saw Jungle Book on a date
I did.
and looked at that movie and said, "Are these real?
I was just thinking out loud.
Is this Snake that is talking?"
No, I didn't think that they were talking. I just thought the animals were real. They looked real. I didn't get a second date, by the way, but
I'm not surprised.
well, you know.
Were you driving in the Infinity that only went forward?
Shut up. Leave me alone. But so you think that? So you don't know if it's gonna.
I
be.
like the Jungle Book, so I have high. I think it's nearly impossible to mess up the Lion King. I saw the
think they're
Lion King
gonna do
on
it.
Broadway.
They didn't use real animals there.
They
Either.
no. Contrary to popular, those were people with lion heads over their faces.
Shut up. You're the frying king.
But DoBoy's hairline, his hairline.
All right. So. So Incredibles is gone for me, and Shrek
Lion
is gone
King.
for me, and Incredibles and
And Lion King for me.
Lion King. So now I have left Aladdin and Lion King. Say what I liked about both.
Okay.
Lion King, contrary to popular belief, I didn't see till 2 years ago. So that should be noted for the record. I was kind of in the streets trapping when the real Lion King came out.
The street snacking.
I was really out here.
Snacking in
So I
around.
really wasn't into the animated life. I was about that life.
In between bites.
So,
What were you doing in 1994 when the Lion King came out?
man, the
How old
streets
were
was
you?
vicious. In 94? Well, I was born in 79.
You weren't backing out of a parking spot.
Shut up. I was 15. I was 14. 15.
How did you decide I'm not gonna see this?
It's not that it was that. It was just, I mean, I was a teenager. It was
When you had
it was a cartoon movie, and I was in
got it.
high school.
Got it. When you had your daughter, Kiara,
Yeah.
you don't run through the whole.
I
Disney?
didn't go back through the gauntlet because that wasn't a movie that I consumed as a child myself. So it wasn't like, oh, you got to watch this.
Okay.
We watched Little Mermaid. Like I watched Little Mermaid. Like there was
watched
other
Citizen
movies as a kid. I loved Little Mermaid.
Love Little Mermaid.
Yeah. it was-
Okay.
Okay. So,
anyway,
all right. So, but it was a good
Lion
movie.
King.
Once I did see it,
when it was re-released, you went and saw it.
No, I went and seen it. No, I just went and just randomly rented it. Like I just watched it not too long ago. It was good. It was a good father-son thing. I like all that. Aladdin, I thought Aladdin was just dope. I thought Aladdin was a great premise of a story. I related to it on a lot of different levels. It had funny moments for me. So if one of them had to go, I would stick with the original Aladdin and lose Lion King. It just wasn't all that to me.
Oh, Lion King is the greatest Disney animated film of all time. It's the most successful and profitable piece of intellectual property.
I
Disney.
feel like that just doesn't resonate with DoBoy because he doesn't have that nostalgic tie to it.
There's so much
Right.
nostalgia.
If I didn't, but that's what I'm saying. If you
There's
didn't watch,
so much nostalgia.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have that same nostalgics if you watched it. If you didn't watch it 20
If I
years
watch
ago.
The Lion King right now and Aladdin right now, I feel like The Lion King is a much better movie.
No.
You absolutely. You don't tell me what I would.
No, you wouldn't like it more.
Yes, I would.
Aladdin,
How are you gonna tell him what he likes and what he doesn't like?
It had great music.
they roasted me in the
Yeah,
comments.
Jason
They're
Weaver.
killing- They are killing. you
It
right
had
now.
James Earl Jones. It had, I don't know, fun fact, James Earl
You be
Jones.
James Earl Scones.
And then I realized
The mom from Coming to America plays Sarabi, his wife, in there. Jason Weaver. It had the kid from Home Improvement. Jonathan.
When
Taylor
you really
Thomas.
think about it, though, the movie was kind of dark.
Whoopi Goldberg is the lead
Had
hyena.
a lot of violence in the movie.
Yeah, it
Have
talks
a lot
about
of
death.
violence.
I mean, it's a.
It had two violent
It was
scenes.
like a
It had
kid-
the wildebeest thing and it had the scar fight at the end.
But if taking into account what
Bro, I think
children's
The
movies
Lion
are,
King
it
is-
was very serious
Hold
and
on,
grown up
hold on.
content.
Let
for
me
children.
tell you something real quick. I feel like The Lion King is ranked in the top 200 of IMDb's top 200 movies. Let me check that. Let me see, because I feel like it might be the highest ranked animated film.
I don't think that it is. I mean, I'm not saying it
think
was
is.
bad.
No, I know. You just said it was the fourth movie of these movies.
Yeah,
Huh?
Bambi.
Bambi.
Mickey Mouse driving the boat.
Mortimer Mouse. All right, hold on. Let me
It
find
ain't
out.
ranked that high because it's not saying.
No, I think I just
that.
said it's in the top 250. I'm trying to see the first animated film. The Lion King is the number 45 movie in IMDb's top 250
of animated.
of all movies. 45. 8.5 out of 10. Ahead of, well, a lot.
It
of
ain't
movies.
better than Toy Story 3.
It is to me.
It is definitely.
It is.
It's better than
It's like it's
almost
like-
everything. I personally like Incredibles. I just think it was, at that time in my life, I just thought it was great. Thought it was funny. But The Lion King is my second favorite movie. And my favorite
So you would lose
animated-
Aladdin?
Aladdin easily. Aladdin or The Lion King?
I wasn't that in line.
America agrees. It's number 45 of top 250 of all movies. Of all critics.
You
all
ain't even
of
seen
America.
Harlem Nights. I don't take your opinion serious.
So,
The soundtrack.
The Lion King soundtrack. Just can't wait to be king.
Maybe we should start a movie. 'Cause maybe we should. Maybe I'll watch
Elton
it again.
John. What's Circle of Life? Phil Collins.
Oh man.
They had everybody.
But was the movie that good to you?
Oh
Yes.
boy, you saw it in celebration of your AARP card.
It was that good to me. I liked Aladdin. I like pretty much all those movies at that. Aladdin, Finding Nemo.
You know what? You know
what?
what I probably suffer from, and I can honestly say this because I didn't see it, and there was at the time that everybody else see it, and there was so much hype around it. Maybe my expectation was
That's
a little
fair.
bit too high going into it,
I could give him that.
and then it was just like, oh, it's supposed to be this great thing.
But what? How
no,
did
but
it?
just think, but hear me out,
I
though.
hear you, but how did it disappoint you? What about it was like? Well, that wasn't that great.
To be honest, I know it's probably gonna sound stupid. It's harder for me to watch older movies that I haven't seen because just the technology of it ain't that good.
It just still looks like all 2D films.
I know, but if you just watched it and you had never seen it, you'd be like, what? Okay, like, but the fact that you seen it when it was on par with what was going on technology wise, that's probably why I don't like it because it was like an older movie. It's like a cartoon. It's like it doesn't move like. I've seen Toy Story 3. Like I've seen animated movies at the highest apex.
Well, here's
came
the
out
thing.
at
I saw
different
Crooklyn
times,
way
though.
late. Way late.
But that's different though.
How? It's
That has
an
nothing to
older
do with
movie.
technology.
It's an older movie.
No, but it's a drama though. Like if it was like, have you ever watched like a movie that had like special
Yeah, like
effects?
Jurassic Park.
And then you watch it 20 years later, it's like, what are they doing?
Yes, I get that. But for animated films, that technology didn't change for like 100 years. It felt like.
But do you see like the Toy Stories and the like versus a,
yes, I get that point. Out of nothing to do with the story or any of the other stuff that makes the movie the movie.
Yeah,
It wasn't like Anaconda. The monster doesn't look real. Jurassic Park, it all looks mechanic. There's nothing about the
But the
Lion King if I
story-
just saw.
But do you understand how sometimes
I
maybe
just
the
said I
hype?
understand.
You didn't even let me finish. Do you understand?
Whatever
how
you
I
have to say, I understand.
Shut up. Do you understand how I could just be like the hype was just too much, and then when I seen it, it just didn't live up to the hype?
No, because usually that means a movie was hyped and it wasn't as good. I feel like the Lion King should have held up to whatever your expectation of it was.
No, I just thought that it was like the greatest animated movie ever. That's from what
It
people
arguably
say.
is. That's number 45 of all movies.
I said
And
what
it's
I
an
said.
animated.
What's your top
Disney.
5 animated movies?
Toy Story 3, Incredibles, Shrek, Finding Nemo.
You think Finding Nemo is better than the Lion King?
I wasn't that
crazy.
into
That's
it.
crazy. to me.
Nemo better than the Lion King?
It's good, but it's not top 45
It's
good.
not. It's not better than the Lion King.
Lion
good.
King is just a staple in Disney's.
Toy Story
catalog.
is great.
Yes.
Toy Story 3 is the
Apex of the.
Toy Story 1 is the best Toy Story.
No,
to
it's
me.
not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Yeah, I said what I said.
No, but it's not true.
It
It's
is
not your
true.
opinion.
I think.
If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
I think Toy Story 3 works. It works really well because you've seen all three, and that's what helps it. Stand alone, Toy Story 1 was fantastic. I mean, just standalone.
No,
Finding
because the villain wasn't really personified in part 1 like that.
Sid?
Lotso was a way better villain.
Because he was a
Lotso?
toy?
He was a disgruntled toy. That's genius
I like
writing.
Lotso. I like Lotso.
Lotso
I like
was great.
Lotso.
Lotso was great.
He wasn't a bad villain.
Right.
But the whole
And the way that he tried to pose
Buzz
as a
Lightyear
friend.
doesn't think he's a toy. He thinks he's real.
He tries to fly around.
Andy doesn't love Woody as much anymore.
okay, all right.
You got.
I'm agreeing with you. Okay.
It's fading.
Yeah.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah.
Man.
But that scene in Toy Story 3 where they all held hands.
That's what I'm saying, but that's because
That's a
Toy Story
scene.
1 and 2 built
They
that
gave
scene.
you those
3.
moments. You don't get that
You've
without
been
that.
through a lot with them. By the time they're about to die, I was crying. I was
cried.
like, because they had resigned to die. They were like, well,
They were ready. This is it.
this is it.
I cried big.
I
on
was-
that.
I cried big time.
I had to-
But 1 is a great story.
So you're gonna keep Lion King.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We
Lion
should.
King- And Incredibles is just my preference. That's like this. I just really love The Incredibles. But The Lion King was my favorite animated movie probably until The Incredibles.
Over Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
I liked Aladdin.
Aladdin's fun.
Robin Williams is the best part of Aladdin. And that's why I think
That's another reason that Will Smith is gonna have a tough act to follow.
Well, I don't even. To me, it's like it's the same movie, but it's a totally different movie.
They
to
bring
me.
different.
I don't want to see Buff Aladdin.
They bring different
Well, it's I think,
characteristics to the table for Aladdin, or not for Aladdin.
and
For
because the thing about it for me is because the genie that was animated, there was more they could do than live action.
Right.
They literally had elephants walking and ba-da-ba, and then like Robin Williams as the genie, like in those 90s eras, he was doing like Flubber and Jumanji. He was doing all his
was
Zeta
killing it.
stuff.
His body.
But as the genie, he was just like perfect for it. So that's going to be a really hard role for anybody to reprise.
And that's another. I don't
think anybody in the Lion King, no character in the Lion King, except for James Earl Jones, would be really hard to duplicate. And they got James Earl Jones. All those other characters, like I wasn't like, man,
How
this
old is
Simba.
James Earl Jones?
Man.
Cause I didn't want to be disrespectful. Be like James
Earl Jones
still
out
around
here. It's just that he sounded old for a long time. I think he might be 80.
I've never seen him look young.
Man, he got.
Nah, he got one of
He probably
those.
got a
I've been
bag
around
for this
faces.
movie. Then
Wasn't he in Cornbread and Me?
Cornbread
I
and
don't
Me?
know what that movie is.
Look up Cornbread. He's 88.
I figured he was 80
Look
something.
up Cornbread and Me.
He's getting.
He was in it.
bag.
He was in Cornbread and Me.
At this point,
What's Cornbread and Me?
Y'all ain't never seen Cornbread and Me?
Cornbread Earl and Me?
Cornbread Earl and Me.
1975.
That's when he was young. He was a kid in there.
No, he was 40.
Oh, he was older than that?
It's gonna be like, wait,
88.
what? At what math
He couldn't have been
did
a
that
kid.
put him at a child?
he was born in
Cornbread Earl and Me is a great movie. Y'all should watch it when you get a second.
The
it was
Lion
a,
King is great.
It was a
You should
young
watch it.
Lawrence Fishburne in there.
I was like, I don't even see James Earl Jones in this.
Lawrence Fishburne. That's what I meant. And he was young.
Okay.
Sorry. Cornbread Earl.
All right, well-
that was a great. So you're gonna stay with? You're gonna get
Aladdin.
rid of Aladdin?
Yeah.
But it's-
Shrek was hilarious. Incredibles is perfect. Lion King is perfect. Shrek is hilarious. Aladdin's good, but of all those four, it can go.
I'll agree with you there.
See you guys
Thank
next
you for
week.
telling.
Don't
Don't be
people-
signing out all fast. Sign out at regular
I gotta
speed.
pee. I've been holding it for a long time.
Okay.
I've been holding it since you said
Thank
you
you
paid
guys for tuning
$250
in.
for a car
I'm
that
gonna-
didn't go in reverse.
I'm gonna still sit here and talk to the right pack.
The next week.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.